Motown Philly back again. Put a little. I don't know the fuck the rest of the song. I just know Motown Philly back again. Anyway, we'll be back. I got a special guest from, you guessed it, the Philadelphia area. When we come back, man, we'll talk about how he became a uh, Dolphin fan, all the way from West Philadelphia, East Philadelphia, but he's from Philadelphia. We'll find the details when we get back.
Shake, 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 yeah, shake, 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 shake. Shake money in the place. Miami plays, Miami days in the blender was shaking his friends. We're gonna talk about the Phins again. Miami plays, Miami days in the blender was shaking his friends. We're gonna talk about the Phins again. Yeah. Is you a fan or a troll? Are you trying to wish us good? Trying to take control, bringing problems to the hood. What takes your soul? Miami Dolphins bring the wood. Super Bowl is the goal. Tyreek Hill. I'm trying to kick it with Shake. You gotta be a real fan. No pretenders and fakes. We're gonna open up the line. Come correct with your taste. If you step into us blind, we're gonna show you the way. Miami plays, Miami days in the blender was shaking his friends. We're gonna talk about the Phins again. Miami plays, Miami days in the blender was shaking his friends. We're gonna talk about the Phins again. Never want the season to end. Mix it up a little with gin. And I remember when I knew that the Dolphins would win. Yeah, rockin' with Shake, rockin' with Shake. Let's go. I never want the season to end. Never mix it up a little with gin. That's right. Pass it off to one of my friends. Yeah, rockin' with Shake, rockin' with Shake. Larry K, what up? Phin-Addicts. TFTG, the tailgate. Miami Dolphins, baby. What up, Lou? Shake money. Crypto. Check it. Me? God bless y'all. Miami Dolphins #1. And we out. Miami Dolphins football, the greatest football team. We push the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. Respect us.
What's going on, man? How y'all doing, man? Listen, shout out to a few people, the people that are coming in so far. We got Andreas in the building. Then Saturday 5, she is gonna be in the blender pretty soon. Chef Jew, my main man Benny DeMayo. What's going on, Benny? How you doing? Cat for Life in the building. Michael K. Yeah, man. Hope y'all doing well, man. Listen, back in the day, around 2019, a gentleman by the name of TD Finstock started doing YouTube about the Miami Dolphins. Not one of the first ones. You got Great Wonder Boar on the Fin side. There's Mike Olive, Skaggs. I can name a laundry list of people that came before TD. But TD is a staple of the Dolphins community, whether you like him or not, agree with him or not, or disagree with him. Whatever your feelings on TD is, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, one thing you cannot take away from TD is he is a staple in the Dolphins community, as far as the YouTube side is concerned. And I met a lot of people in chat. When I first started going on TD, I was one of his day ones, and a lot of his day ones. You got Insanity was a day one, Cat for Life, Chef Jew, Marino's Goat, Pete's Take. Pete was another one that I could think of. Breathe a G. If y'all was there, let me know. But one of the other ones that I do know for a fact was this next guest, Cruz Ruiz. I've known him since there in the chat. We've always had a mutual, hey, how you doing? We've gotten along. I try to get along with everybody, but I really enjoy this guy's takes. One thing about Cruz Ruiz is he is very, I won't say confrontive, but if you have a take that he disagrees with, he challenges you. And when he challenges you, you better come correct, because he brings his A game. So with no further ado, let me welcome my brother from another mother, my man, the man with two last names. You know, there's people with two first names. He has two last names, Cruz Ruiz. What's going on, man? How you doing? The man with two last names.
What's good? What's good?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Just got home, relaxing, getting my kids all situated and everything.
That's
But
what's
all
up,
good.
man. I appreciate you for coming on in the blender. So let's before we get to brass tacks and whatnot, what did you think of the schedule release?
So I thought that our video was ass. I thought that was bullshit. We waited all day with all that anxiety. And for them to drop a 30-second video, that sucked. As far as like the way our schedule felt like is laid out, I mean, it is what it is. We gotta play who we gotta play. Let's get it done. Let's get a playoff win this year.
You know what, Cruz? That's the one thing I've been preaching. When you look at the teams, the dynasty teams, when you look at the Cowboys when they're in their heyday, when you look at the Patriots when they're in their heyday, you think they give a fuck about who was on their schedule?
Nah, not at all.
They didn't talk about schedule. And look, listen, if you're that team that you are, it doesn't matter. Line them up. Like my man CBA says, line them up. It don't matter when you play them, how you play them. If you're that talented of a team, you don't need those little advantages. I think teams that need advantages are the teams that are the sub. I would say the above average team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you need those advantages. But if you're that good team, line them up. What do you think?
That's it. That's exactly how it is. I mean, you can't pick who you get to play, and you can't pick when you get to play them. So just line it up, knock them down. That's it. That's all we can do. Well, that's all the team can do. Me as a fan, all I could do is cheer.
Yeah,
that's all I could do.
So what's the one thing that I would say? What's the one thing that because I know you one thing about you, you're very you like to challenge. Mm-hmm. And I don't think you challenge in a bad way. There's people that just are challenging to be assholes because they don't like the person. Because there's people that, you know what I'm saying, they could say the take that they go with, and they're like, no, that's not, you motherfucker, you've been saying that for the last year, not because I said you want to go against me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not like that. What triggers you? What would you say is your biggest pet peeve as far as takes and narratives so far?
Mine is just the hypocrisy sometimes, the inconsistencies. So like we'll hear things like, oh, the Dolphins had the worst record against like winning teams, or they didn't win against winning teams. But then like me, I get curious, I sit there, I collect data and shit. And I recently found out that the Houston Texans were 2-2 against teams that were in the playoffs last year. The Chiefs were 1-4. You know what I'm saying? And I hear those things, and all it does is like it just drives me crazy that like we act like the Dolphins are the only team going through these things.
Yeah.
And through that data collection, I actually figured it doesn't fucking matter who we beat during the season as long as we can turn it on when the playoffs come. And we're not going to see that until the playoffs come next year. So,
well,
getting all worked up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, Luis Amador, what's going on? Ese es mi hermano ahí, Luis, ya tú sabes. Boricua cubano, tú sabes. Anyway, God damn it. Okay. The thing about record, and I want to hear your opinion about this. When I talk about strength of schedules, I always say the strength of schedule is a college stat, because you have power, an SEC team playing a Sun Belt team. There's a big gap in difference in talent pool between an SEC team and a Sun Belt team. Would you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
So if you're let's say Florida, my favorite team, plays one SEC school and then plays 5 Sun Belt teams, and versus Alabama plays 1 Sun Belt team and 5 SEC schools, whose strength of schedule is tougher?
The one with the more SEC schools or the Power 5 schools, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
And
Yeah.
look, one thing about me is every team is 5 players away from being good. They're missing pieces. Look at the
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Steelers. There were one quarterback. If they had a good quarterback, they would be a dangerous team, in my opinion.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. No, I mean, I didn't even think about it like that, but it's the pros, and that's true. Like, teams are really just like a couple guys away from being relevant. You know what I'm saying? Like, even that. Look at the Lions. They had that crazy draft last year, and they were in the championship game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think anybody saw that coming. We could say that we
That's,
did, but nobody saw that coming.
yeah, that's all I've been saying is the strength of schedule. Look, at the end of the day, last year we had the hardest schedule. Now all of a sudden we had the easiest. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
all said and done, it was the easiest. So and we had a 4th place team, right? I want you to think about this. Most of the 4th team on the people on the fourth you play on the 4th place schedule.
Mhm.
The year they were on 4th place, guess what? The next year they have cap. They have good draft picks. So a lot of those teams, just because they were 4th last year, doesn't necessarily mean they're a 4th place team the year after. Because again, a salary, a good draft position, good draft picks. So at the end of the day, there's no one set formula when it comes to football. This isn't a fucking where you're making a car where you have here's the instruction, here's the blueprint to this car. Now make it. No, football is totally different. Everything variables. There's different varieties when it comes to a team being first to worst. Look at San Francisco. They were the year they were the third overall pick. The next year they were in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So
That's true. Yeah. I mean,
what's going on there, Saris? How you doing, man? Good to see you, my brother. So all right, here we go. I had last year another guy from Philadelphia. You know him, Dolphin Winters. That's my brother right there, man. As a matter of fact, I don't smoke hippie lettuce, but I had him pass me the joint yesterday because last year at the Buffalo game, oh God, he was me. Because you know what I'm saying, I got to say, hey, I passed. You know what I'm saying, but that's neither here nor there. But anyway, he's another dude from Philadelphia. So what? And I know you're a Phillies fan, 76ers fan. A dude from Philadelphia. Were you born and raised with Will Smith's area?
No, I'm actually from the same area as Winters, from that Alany area. That's like
Okay,
North
that's
Philly.
what's up.
Yeah, I found that out last year. I think I found that out. They were from like the same exact area. Yeah, I grew up a Sixers fan because of my dad, and Phillies fan just because by default. And then my Dolphins fandom, that came from just pure fucking, I wanted to be different from everybody else. And like, it was the early 2000s, I remember, and I was getting into football. Like, my parents weren't all into that or anything. I was like the first one, and I was like, fuck it up. I was like, Ricky Williams? I was like, that's my guy. And that's how I picked my team.
Yeah. Eventually, Ricky Williams went to the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? K Flex, which I'm gonna be trying to get on in the blender here. Hopefully he'll come on me. I'm trying, but he became a Dolphin fan because of Ricky Williams.
Yeah.
From Madden.
From Madden?
Yeah, he said he was playing Madden. He was playing his uncle in Madden, and he's like, "Damn, who's this running back? He's good." Oh, okay, that's my team now.
I think I was watching them I think I saw them on a Thanksgiving game, and that's where like it all started. It was a Thanksgiving game. I think that was like my first like major exposure, and I was like, that guy's fucking awesome. And yeah, that's how it happened.
Scott Jackson in the building. So where are you? I know you defend Tua, which you should. I think he's doing I think he's doing a good job. I don't I think what happened between him and Flores wasn't a setback. A coach didn't believe in him and blah blah blah. I don't think that was a setback to him. I just think that, in my opinion,
Mhm.
you know, it wasn't a good team at the time. You know what I'm saying? I think Tua, in my opinion, played better in 2021 than he did in 2022. He looked better under chaos. I think he passed the ball around a little bit more, but I think he's improving. He's checking off boxes, and you know what I'm saying, there's people that it doesn't matter what he does or what he accomplishes, it's still going to be no good for him. You know, good for them. You know,
Mhm.
and you look at
So
a look at a team, look at a quarterback, like look at Jared Goff, his situation. The coach moved off of him, sent him to Detroit to die, and freaking he revitalized himself. You know,
yeah,
so
you
what
want
do you think about Tua?
so with me, um, see, like I'm a diehard when it comes to my team. So like whoever wears that quarterback uniform, I'm gonna root for, whether
Mhm.
whether they're doing good or not. To be honest, with the whole Tua thing, I feel like it gets like that gets kind of convoluted a little bit, and people, because I'll choose to defend them before I fucking drag them through the dirt. People take that as me being a Tua-neer, when in reality, whoever the fuck wears the Dolphins uniform, I'm a root for, because I rooted for fucking Cleo Lemon, I rooted for AJ Feely, I rooted for fucking Dante Culpepper, I rooted for John Beck, you know what I'm saying, Jay Fielder, and like I just don't see the reason I should fucking dog the fifth overall pick in the draft. You know what I'm saying? To me, I see his improvement from year to year, and
Yeah.
I understood the injuries that he suffered before he came to the team, and I know all that plays a factor in that. So that's why I was reserved with my criticisms in the beginning. I didn't expect him to come out the gate hot, you know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
I was realistic about that due to that hip injury. And as the years gone on and he's improved, I just don't see the reason to dog him just because he's not at the. I think when we drafted him, everybody thought he was going to be like the next Peyton Manning or somebody, like even Tom Brady got drafted late, but came out the gate fucking hot. And everybody, that's what everybody wanted, because we've seen it happen to other teams. You know what I'm saying? And I think we're all just impatient. We're at a point that like we want to see this fucking team finally win a Super Bowl or get to that point that like we're relevant, where people talk about us, and it's not a conversation that it's a team, like we're a tough team, or we're a team that teams worry about. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to be a factor in those December and January games. And I think, yeah, I think drafting Tua so high, people kind of were like, well, let's no excuses. This guy needs to come in here and be that factor. Uh I forget where I was going with this, but basically, like, I understand his whole situation and I see him improving, and I'm just not gonna be fucking dogging him over that. That's all. So
This
I'm
man
I'm gonna
talking
defend
is
him.
the first to not come up to your podcast and
This
put up
man,
a piñata bash. What are you talking about? Can you be more specific?
who, me?
Are you saying all the guests I have on bash Tua?
Oh, is that
Lewis
who? I
was
don't even
on
know who
here.
that guy
He
is.
didn't bash Tua. Um, who else? There's a lot of people on here that didn't bash Tua, but hey, neither here nor there.
Oh, am I too
Um,
low? If I sound too low, let me know.
no, yeah, a little bit, but
Oh, my fault.
that's all good.
But yeah, I'm gonna just support him just because he's our QB1. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And then when
I
they
agree with
finally
you.
move on from him, then I'll fucking move on from him too. It ain't nothing but a thing to me. Like I said, like I was trying to say in the space earlier, I don't have control over all these decisions. I don't sit at the board and make the decisions. So I'm not gonna sit here and get upset like I do. You know? I'm a fan at the end of the day, and I'm just a fan for my team. That's all. You call me a homer, call me whatever you want. It's fucking that's all I could do. I watch sports to get away from like the stresses, everyday stresses and shit. I don't watch sports to be more stressed. That's just my whole thing.
Yeah, yeah, that's what's up, man. No, Look, at the end of the day, I allow when I do interviews here, we allow everybody, whether you like Tua, don't like Tua. I welcome everybody, man, and it is what it is. But anyway, speaking of last year's team, what grade would you give last year's team?
So going into the season, definitely had high expectations. And to say that I saw a first round exit, I'd be lying. I definitely saw us going deeper into the playoffs. Um, but being that we didn't get to that point, I would give us like a C plus maybe.
Hmm.
If it was a grade, I'll be realistic about that. Granted, we did have all the injuries and things just didn't go our way, but I can't sit here and be like, I can't give us a higher grade than that because it didn't. My expectation was higher to start, and yeah, unforeseen circumstance, but I can't fucking grade them based off of that. I have to grade them for the whole scope of work, not just the fucking end of the season.
Is there anything that you think they could have done better, differently, that would probably help the situations better?
I feel like there was towards the end, I felt as though coaching had a lot to do with it as far as like the game planning just seemed like we weren't like making the adjustments that we needed to make to get over on these teams. And I also fucking I don't know who to blame for injuries, but I feel as though that is a strength and conditioning thing. And
Hmm.
that fucking they failed us. I mean, we fucking like we experienced like far too many injuries, and I feel as though I did read something online where we at one point had the most injuries in the league, and it was like the second team was like very far from where we were at as far as injuries at one point in the season. Um, but yeah, changes that could be made, game planning, depth. I like the stance they took this off season with bringing in depth, bringing in fucking dogs. Um, yeah, I feel as though this off season we did a lot more than the last off season to improve for this following season. I'm sorry if I talk low.
No, that's all good. It's all good. No, it's low for me, but I think when you the people on YouTube can hear it, it's all good. It's good enough. It's good enough. Let me fix my audio real. That's perfect.
Uh,
There we go. So, with that being said, we have two awards. We have the MVP offense and defense, and then participation trophy offense and defense. Who are your offensive MVPs and offensive participation trophy? Meaning, all they did was show up to work. They didn't really do
so
nothing.
MVP, most valuable player. Y'all not gonna like it, man. Like the biggest difference maker. If we would have lost two, we would have fucked. So he has to be our MVP.
Tua?
Tua on the offense and on the defense. Defensive MVP. Siler fucking earned his money this year. And I think
No
he's gonna
doubt.
get better next year, man. And yeah, I think we lost our pass rushers and shit. But dude, if we would have lost Siler, we like after losing all those pass rushers, we would have been like fucked. Like I don't know. I feel like Siler took on a lot of double teams that freed up for fucking Wilkins to get those sacks.
Mhm.
I mean, we look at the tape, you can see it. Same for Wilkins for Siler, but I think if we would have lost Siler, we would have been fucked. I don't think there was anything else. We couldn't stop shit if we would have lost him towards the end of that season.
And how about the participation trophies?
Participation trophies. I'm gonna give one to Liam, and it's just like you showed up, but you
That's all
didn't do
good.
anything. And then on defense, I'm gonna say Holland, man, he let me down. I thought he was gonna have a better season than he did last year, and I felt like he showed up and just he didn't do enough for me last year.
Hey, listen to his Sphinx at home. He's the MVP to the Sphinx.
Yeah,
that he sets
yeah.
on his carpet.
His bald cat, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think he
By the
named
way,
it
that's
Lewis,
the
I heard.
name of the cat, Sphinx cat. I think Sphinx. Yeah. Yeah, they're bald. They're expensive as fuck too. I didn't know that. They're expensive as hell, man. They take a lot to maintain, because even though there's no hair, they leave oil on shit. So they're
It's
very
those.
hard to maintain.
It's one of those Siamese cats, right? Or is it some?
No, it's like a Sphinx cat. It's like it's a bald cat
Oh.
with no hair.
No idea. I got a black cat.
I'm a cat person, so that's why I know. I know my pussy.
I got a black one here, so.
Oh man.
Shit.
But well, being that, all right, let's stay with the defense real quick. Being that you're in Philadelphia, being that you're in Philadelphia, what did you hear about? You're closer to the situation about Vic Fangio. What did you hear?
So before he left, I remember hearing on the radio. Before he came to Miami, I was hearing on the radio that he was like the top guy that they wanted to be their defensive coordinator last year. And then but he was in talks with other teams, and I don't think it had came out here yet that they were talking to him yet. But there was another team that like he was thinking about going to, which ended up being Miami. And so they moved on to one of his proteges, which was Desai. I don't remember. I think it was one of his coordinators in fucking, I want to say when he was in Denver, Desai. They ended up hiring him. And over here, they were really upset because everybody wanted Fangio. And then, we hired him. And, Desai went through the season. They fired him halfway through the season, I think. I don't even think he coached the whole season. And then people started talking about that Vic Fangio shit again. That was just people. That wasn't like the radio, like any like reporters on the radio or anything. And we started having the issues with Fangio, I guess, in the offseason, and they got rid of him or whatever. They mutually parted. And once I heard that, then it started firing up over here again. And he was here. But I felt as though like those rumors started before the season even ended that he was coming to Philly.
So you think there was tampering?
I definitely think there was tampering. His mom is out in the state. I think she's like got some sickness or something, and she's like ill health or whatever. So like his whole motivation was to come here and be with his mother, from what I heard.
Yeah,
that's from what I heard.
But look, at the end of the day, look, there's I think coaches that are invested into they have their mind somewhere else. It'll show in their work, and I think he did a pretty good job in the defense. I think they just had philosophical differences. And he's like, you know what? If I'm gonna be, I don't think he's being appreciated here. So why not go somewhere where he's gonna be appreciated and he's closer to home? You know what I'm saying? I think he was fully invested, but that's just me.
I don't think he was ever like, because remember, in the offseason he was saying that he was gonna like bring out new wrinkles to his defense and all that.
Yeah.
That shit actually never happened. And I just feel like he was never fucking fully invested here, like you said. I feel like he was already fucking ready to go.
Yeah.
Like I just think he was just like, he's like, I ain't staying. And that's why he left so damn fast. I feel like he was still keeping communications over here and fucking already planning his out.
So we have a question here. Cruz, now that the schedule has come out, how do you see the season unfolding?
So like I was I think I was on Miss Phins' channel this morning, and I was hearing some crazy predictions. Shout out to Miss Phins. She got an awesome morning show.
Oh yeah, she does. Subscribe. And she's gonna be in the blender soon too, as well.
Yeah. I heard some wild record predictions, and like I said there, if anybody thinks that the team's gonna be worse than 11-6, let's put it in escrow. Let's make a bet. Let's put our money where our mouth's at. That's all I'm saying.
yeah. That's what Lewis is saying too. So
yeah, I do not see this team going worse than 11-6. I don't see this team on the decline. If anything, I see them on the up and up. So, yeah, that's where I'm at.
So, draft time, right? Who was your favorite draft pick? And if you had the number one overall pick, you were the GM at the spot that Chop Robinson was drafted, who would you have drafted?
Damn, bro, I saw Fontenot like just going and going. I was like, we're gonna get him, and then that didn't happen. I heard Chop Robinson, I lost my shit because I didn't know who Chop Robinson was. I don't really know who was on the board. Who was on the board? I would have took fucking even Xavier Worthy, I think, at that point. But like I said, my intel on the draft I wasn't really following that much, so I can't sit here and say anything. But dude, I did not expect Chop. And when I saw that Chop, I was like, it made me feel like it was fucking what's this guy? We drafted him 3rd overall over Lane Johnson back in the day. Deion Jordan. I just thought of that shit all over again. I had to turn my phone off. I chilled out for a little bit, and then I looked it up. I looked him up and all that, and he's Penn State guy and all that, which is wild because like Penn State out here is crazy. And I fell in love with the dude, so I'm like, let's go. Let's fucking go. I think this guy's gonna be solid. I think he's gonna hold down the fort until the guys get there. You know what I'm saying? Until the fucking brigade gets here. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for Chop.
Bleezy in the building.
I don't know
what's going on,
who I
Bleezy.
would have picked.
But so who's your favorite player then, out of all the whole
In the
draft?
Out of everybody we picked?
Mm-hmm.
I'm very intrigued with the running back Jalen Wright.
Yeah, me
Very
too.
intrigued by that. I think that he's gonna bring a new wrinkle to our offense. I don't know why I've been watching like his so I'm a subscriber to a guy called Caddy Cutups, and you can see like all the fucking college film and stuff through Patreon, and I've been watching that. I'm excited for that guy. I think that dude's gonna be a beast. Yeah, I think he's gonna be like, he's gonna take over that Mostert role and shit. I think he's gonna be like, yeah, he's gonna be a jack of all trades. He's gonna be real good.
Now, one of the guys I looked up to is a guy from Texas. His name is EM. I think he's a Texas legend. But what was your opinion of him again?
Of who? The
EM Dolphin fan.
Oh, EM Dolphin. That's a hoe. That is number one hoe, the biggest hoe on Dolphins YouTube, Twitter, everything.
Damn. So he is a hoe. That's what you're saying. Your words, not mine.
Certified hoe.
Oh man. But no, that's cool, man. I like the two edge guys that we got. One thing I do. I think the difference between Achan and this guy is, I think Achan has. I mean, this guy has more. I think endurance as far as I think once he'll finish the drive. You know, he'll finish the run. You know what I'm saying? Once he's in space, he's hard to catch. Versus Achan, they'll catch him, but he has that faster acceleration. I think that's the difference between them two is Achan has more acceleration versus I think this one has a little more endurance.
Isn't Jalen Wright's more of a north and south runner too? I mean,
yeah,
he's like,
he is.
Receiving back and all that, but
he's like that first cut guy, right?
Yeah,
I would say.
He's like, he's like that running back we've been kind of looking for, the guy that'll like that big body guy. I think so.
How many running backs and how many receivers we're keeping, in your opinion, humble opinion?
This team, I don't see us carrying more than, what did we carry last year? 5, if you include the fullback. Yeah, we carried 5 if you include, and as receiver we were 6. Did we carry last year? Yeah, I think 6. So I think we keep that same thing. Same as last year.
All right, I'm gonna put you on the spot with these questions. on
All
the
right.
spot. It's time for the segment. If the Miami Dolphins, the Chargers moved to from the San Diego to LA, and then the St. Louis Rams moved back to LA Rams. They stayed the Rams. All right?
Mm-hmm.
They stayed the Chargers. If Dolphins was moved to another city, would you still be a Miami Dolphin fan?
Yeah, because I'm a Dolphins fan, so
Yeah.
I think I'll be a fan no matter what.
Yeah, because you don't have
stubborn.
the city affiliation as like we do,
Exactly.
like someone like me.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I would definitely stay a Dolphins fan.
So if they, like, say for instance, they went to New Jersey, that would definitely be
I don't know.
good for you.
I don't know about Jersey. I'm maybe not Jersey.
What you got against Jersey?
I'm a Philly guy. I always got something against Jersey. Fred lives there.
Well, that's true. That's kind of like me. No, actually, what's funny is you would think that Florida would have beef with, like, Georgia, or it's only in college, but no, I think the most pressure that we have is with New York, and that's probably because of the transplants that move here. The rivalries. I hate New York. I hate the Jets. The Bills. I'm sorry, I hate the Bills. I hate the Bills. I hate the Knicks. The Mets. You name it. It's a New York. I think it's in New York, probably because of the transplants. And by the way, you crushed Phin-Sanity 5 because she's from Jersey.
I apologize, Phin-Sanity. I didn't know you were from Jersey. Maybe that would have been the only positive from Jersey. Well, it is. It's the only positive that.
Hey, don't forget Naughty by Nature. Naughty by Nature is from Jersey too. Look at my phone. Hold on.
What do you say? What do you say?
I will. Hey, I'm gonna send you the link. He wants me to send him. He wants me to, whatever. I'll send it in a minute. I got you, EM. Before you do, hold on. You know what? Let me see something. This is the blender. We're here to shake shit up. You know what I'm saying? Give me a second.
Lewis asked, "Who lives in Jersey?" Didn't you tell me Fred lived in Jersey? You said
Fred does live in Jersey.
I got a lot of family in Jersey too, and I always tell them I hate their state. Maybe it's because of that. I like messing with them.
All right. So he lives in Jersey. Hey, don't forget my man Larry K. Larry K is also a Jersey man.
Oh, he's in Jersey too?
Hell yeah, Larry K. Hell yeah.
Doug's in Jersey too. Dudley Do-Wrong.
Dudley Do-Wrong.
Yeah. And I think not Kyle Krabs. I think he's in Jersey too.
But so anyway, what is your game day ritual?
Mine? Shit, I haven't had a ritual in the longest. I just get home and I try to watch a game with my daughter. Usually when I watch the game with my daughter, any game, we win. So I try to keep her up and try to keep her to watch the game with me. That's my ritual. I sit in my recliner, put my feet up. I just relax, put it on TV, chill. I don't have like a food that I eat. I don't have like anything that I listen to or nothing. That's it. I sit in my chair and watch the game. Yeah.
I guess you're gonna have to cancel your membership, Michael K. What's going on, EM?
Oh man, I thought I had seen it all on YouTube. All I gotta say, it is some hoes in this house. God damn it! It is some hoes in this house. Hey man, Cruz, what's good, bro?
Well, man, takes one to know one.
Hey, before we get started, I just heard. So you from Jersey? You from Jersey, Cruz?
Nah, I'm from Philly. I ain't from Jersey. I'm from North Philly.
Oh, dang. Because you know what? Because I was going to say, man, you cool with Lou, right? And I'm cool with Fred. Fred already told Lewis, he already put it out pull up to the boardwalk because he's gonna break his goddamn jaw when he see him. So I was thinking like maybe we can arrange that meet and greet, bro. But dang it, god damn it, wishful thinking. We'll have to come up with something else.
What part of Jersey is he from? I live like not too far from Jersey.
I don't know. He just told that man to pull up to the boardwalk, and he gonna break his damn jaw. So we'll figure something else out on that front. But yeah, Cruz, hey man, I gotta say, bro, you know, it's still up between us. God damn it, when I give it, it's still up. But I must say, right, it is a real pleasure to see you on YouTube, bro. I'm glad you should have made this debut a lot sooner, bro. For real.
I've been on here a couple times here and there.
You always running.
He's been on the Phins tailgate. He's been on the Phins tailgate a few times. I sent him the link.
I found this community. How did I find this shit? I don't know. I found this through, I want to say Larry's channel back in the day when you guys were up there.
Damn, you've been around a minute then. That's what's up.
Cruz Ruiz was one of the first ones I met on TD's Phins Talk.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because man, I wish a lot of those Twitter people that normally hang out on Spaces or whatnot, I keep telling them, man, they need to get up out the minor leagues, bro. They must enjoy staying in the minor leagues, man. YouTube, listen, hey, bro, we all know YouTube is where the big boys play. And, it's the few other people that I'm cool with that I'm, kind of a low-key a fan of on Twitter. I was like, man, I don't know why that dude, why they won't pull up to YouTube more often. You know what I mean? So they can get a little more, definitely get more exposure. So, but definitely some people shouldn't. Like, there's a reason why some people hang out in them goddamn Twitter spaces and they need to stay there. So, but at the end of the day, man, yeah, again, bro, salute to you, man. I'm glad to see you up here.
Yeah, damn. I don't even know how the hell I ended up in Spaces. I think that shit was through, I don't know. Somebody sent me an invite somehow, and I ended up on a space on one of them like early day spaces when they hated YouTube guys and all that shit.
I remember when all that was popping. Like you had the whole Twitter and YouTube war going on, and Twitter people didn't want YouTube people coming, on Twitter because for whatever reason I'm still trying to figure that out. I just thought maybe they might have been a little scared, you know what I mean? Because few people on YouTube, they shaking, it's some hitters on YouTube, and and those people on Twitter, a lot of them, they were seeing these people really shaking stuff on YouTube, and to see them come to Twitter because they felt like maybe they couldn't hang on YouTube, so they would go to Twitter. And for them to see these people on YouTube coming into their arena, I think it made some of them feel a little uncomfortable, bro. That's what I think what was going on there. But it's cool. Hey, man, listen, we all Dolphin fans. We should all be, we welcome everywhere. And we should be able to go anywhere we choose and please to really dialogue about the team. But yeah, that shit was crazy back in the day. Crazy. It's still is there still some of that going on? Because I'm not on Twitter like that. So is there still some of that going on for the most part?
I want to say that shit don't exist, but it does. You can see it. I mean, the whole we outside thing. Come on, that's a whole fucking YouTube versus Twitter thing. You know what I'm saying?
But anyway, I'm gonna put you in the back because I'm just finished wrap up this.
Yeah, my bad. Man. Yeah. I just want to say.
Listen, I know it's all love, bro. That's why. I had,
yeah. Do you think?
Hey, by the way, let me before I do put you in the back. What do you think of this? Do you approve this message? Larry L is the boss of Tampa. Do you approve of that?
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. That's another one too, man. I tell you, Lewis. Hey, man, he need to really he got to keep his head on a swivel because we all know Fred greenlit him. Larry was really the first one that told him, pull up. I'm in your city, right? We 20 minutes apart. Let's go on and arrange this meet and greet. And all I know is Larry said nobody showed up. So Lewis really need to watch himself, bro. Because
he said,
he talking about I'm greenlit.
Whatchamacallit, Larry L said, especially when he said he better look over his shoulder every time he buy a pub sub.
Oh yeah. So he, how real quick, how he always talking that nonsense about me being greenlit. I still have yet to find somebody in my own city to greenlit me. So yeah, that's what's up. But yeah, y'all do your thing. Hey, I'll be back. I'll be backstage.
All right, cool.
All right.
Man. All right, there we go, man. So I'm sorry about that. So
There you
So,
go.
like I was saying, speaking of pub subs, what's your game day ritual, man? Like, as far as food, do you have a specific game day food that you like to eat?
Oh, that I do. There's a place over here, a pizzeria near me that's a mom and pop spot, and I get wing dings and fries, man. That's all I eat that and chill and watch the game. That's like I guess if there's a ritual, you could say it's that. It's definitely the wing dings and fries.
And so, let me ask you: is the Philly cheesesteak is really as good as people say that it is?
So I don't think that Geno's and Pat's are as good as the bodega cheesesteaks or the mom and pop pizzeria cheesesteaks. There's actually a place out where my unit is at, because I'm in the Army National Guard, where my unit's at. It's called Moose's, and they have this fucking private stock cheesesteak, and that has to be the best cheesesteak in the state of Pennsylvania that nobody knows about.
So what's it called? Let me. So if people are visiting Pennsylvania, what's it called?
It's called the Moose's private stock cheesesteak. That is the best cheesesteak. That's my
That's what's
favorite
up,
one.
man. Where is that at?
That's like out out near Harrisburg. That's probably like 2 hours from me. But
You know what's funny
yeah.
is 2019. I visited a cousin who lives in Baltimore, and because we haven't seen him in years, and we ended up going to Hershey Park. Have you ever been there?
Yeah, my unit is down the street from there. So I've been to Hershey Park many a times.
Yeah, I went to many of the roller coasters. Man, that shit is crazy, man.
Yeah, that whole little town is pretty fly. And yeah, I have some memories out there. That shit was crazy.
Shout out to Nene. She said she's gonna be in Miami pretty soon. Nene said she's gonna be in Miami. Hopefully, I get to see her soon. She was my first guest for season 2 of In the Blender. So if y'all want to check out Nene, and one thing about Nene, you're gonna really about this episode, you're gonna really get to know Nene, and you'll have I think people that are on the fence about Nene because she is a person that speaks her mind, you know what I'm saying? And you may not agree with her, but once you listen to the episode, I think you'll come out with a different understanding. I have nothing but respect for her and for my man. So yeah, I appreciate you, Nene, as always, for your support and for your service as well. So,
hey, Lewis, you're right. Wingdings are wild. Pause. My fault. I forgot to say pause. I apologize. And Nene, that's my battle. So I may not agree with her takes, but we good. We homies.
that's what's up, man. No, she had a, like I said, once you hear the show, you kind of have a better understanding of Nene. And I encourage everybody to watch that show. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't do this to make money. I do this to pass the time and to get to know people and hopefully people would get to understand where people are coming from. So, I highlight certain people of the community so you get to know them fully, because at the end of the day, like I said before, when some people, one thing I noticed about Twitter, once there's an open panel, see everything you're saying. I mean, you don't know if I agree with you or don't agree with you, because I let you speak. This is your episode. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's nobody to say, oh, I disagree. No, that's bull crap. No, you get to speak your mind without any interruption, and with 100 and me, you know what I'm saying? I just listen to you and I ask questions. That's it. My job isn't to debate you. My job isn't to disagree with you or not disagree with you. My job is just to listen to you and try to understand your viewpoint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I try to do, man. Like I said, I'm not getting any money from this, and I enjoy it. Like I said, man, having you on here is a great pleasure. And again, once again, you don't know how much it means to me to actually have you on here and agreeing to do this, man. Because at the end of the day, it takes people to want to come on the Blender to. If it wasn't for my guest, I wouldn't have a show. I'd just be talking to myself.
And I'm honored that you invited me to your show, man. I appreciate it. Like, I
No
watch
doubt,
all
man.
the time. I'm subscribed to all you guys' content and all that. And I appreciate it. A guy from Philly that gets minimal coverage of the Dolphins. I only get it through all you guys. You know what I'm saying? Pause.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it. I appreciate the work that y'all do. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that, like, you guys are engaging with the community on a daily basis, basically. I appreciate it.
Man. I'm trying to get to know who you are. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, man. All right. So anyway, back to the questions of the day. Now, we have the duos game, right? You have 5 duos. You have the Marx Brothers. You have Ricky and Ronnie. You have Jason Taylor, Zach Thomas. You have Sam Madison, Patrick Surtain, and then you have Dwight Stevenson and Richmond Webb. Which of those guys would you want on your on next year's team if you had to pick?
Zach Thomas and JT. Those are my guys right there. That's my fucking my Dolphins childhood, let's say. Zach Thomas and Jason Taylor. I have a Jason Taylor jersey, I have a Zach Thomas jersey, and those are my guys.
And being that you're a younger generation, I can ask you this question, and it's going to be a little controversial, but if Tua wins the Super Bowl, would you surpass him over Marino?
Damn.
The reason I ask you is because you have no ties to Marino.
I have no ties to Marino, yeah. So, but I know what Marino's done, so I can't sit here and act like it didn't happen. Damn, win a Super Bowl, do I put him over Marino? Like, let's say he wins it next year. I wouldn't be able to because Marino did so much, and I can't ignore that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's taken us to, he went to multiple playoff runs. He took us to the chip once, didn't win it, but you know what I'm saying? I can't just, that's a team accolade. He all the records and all that stuff. I can't just say that Marino, that Tua is over him. You know what I'm saying? He'd be close, but he's not there yet. He'd be the second. he wouldn't be over Marino yet, though. So realistically, no, I can't put him over Marino.
And like I said, I know for a fact that you speak your mind. You're not trying to be politically correct, because if you actually thought it would be, you would say, yeah, I do think that's the case. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I'm not afraid to ask you that question. You know?
Yeah. I'm not scared to be straight up about it either. You know, with anything. Sometimes I might come off as biased or whatever. I feel like sometimes it's the heat of the conversations that we be having on spaces and shit. But most of the time, I try to be as unbiased as possible.
Yeah. And do you agree that Tony is toxic?
Tony is toxic as hell, and he has 2 phones. You can't trust guys with 2 phones. That is for sure.
That's what's up, man. Well, damn. And holy crap, you can't trust me then either. I got, that's neither here nor there. Oh man, no man. So, all right, you're let's say you're a reporter, right? And you get to interview Ross, Stephen Ross, Chris Greer, or Mike McDaniel. Who you're interviewing?
I'm gonna be honest. Mike McDaniel, because I don't think I can fucking think Stephen Ross too old. Greer seems too lame, and McDaniel will probably be
right.
The
I
interview.
my 2-part question. You can ask him 3 questions, and he has to answer truthfully, 100% truthfully. What are those 3 questions you're gonna ask him?
Shit, damn, put me on the spot. The first question would probably be why he said he would run the ball more and then change his mind about that halfway through the season. Then I'd ask him, is he really gunning for the 2K for Tyreek Hill? And the last question I'd ask him, probably a little personal, but I'd ask him how his life changed since he went into, because he used to be an alcoholic, and I grew up with a family that had a couple alcoholics in it, and I would just want to know like what he did or what was the moment that made him change his life for the better. I would just want to know more about that.
Yeah. You know, what's funny is my granddad, from what I hear, was an alcoholic. He, as a matter of fact, one of the coolest stories I heard about my granddad was when he used to go out drinking and he'd get drunk. What they would do back in the day, because my dad was born in 1933, so you can imagine. So my granddad was born way before then.
Yeah.
So you're talking about the 1920s and 1910s, whatever. When he was growing up, when they get drunk, they back then they all had horses. So the cool thing was when he got drunk, what they would do is they would put him on his horse, you know, passed out, and they slapped the horse on the ass, and the horse would take him to his house.
Yeah.
And then he got lost in the ditch. Then one day he fell off the horse and he fell in a ditch and got lost. But that's neither here nor there. But I know, I drink. But the thing about me, there's some people in my family that don't know when to stop. Me, I know if I feel a certain buzz, that's it. I just do it for the buzz. Once I get the buzz, I'm finding I'm good. I don't need to go any further.
I used to drink a lot.
Button.
Yeah,
Huh?
I used to drink a lot, man. I used to drink a lot. And I think I stopped once my kids were born. Like once my son was like born, I just completely stopped. I think I got real drunk one time with my wife, and that was it. I don't drink around my son. I don't know. I think I had a moment where like I was drinking and my son was around or whatever, and I just didn't like how I felt in that moment and just made that decision that I wasn't going to drink anymore around them. So I don't drink at all when my kids.
That's what's up, man.
Me. Or I'm gonna come home to them. I don't drink at all.
So I'll drink for you, man.
Yeah. When I go out to Miami for Dolphins games and shit, I'm drinking.
So let me ask you this: what's your favorite college team?
I grew up in Philly, so we don't really do the whole college ball thing. But if I had to pick a team, gun to my head, I'd say Temple, just because they're in the heart of Philadelphia. So that's gonna be my team for basketball. I know for basketball for sure. But college football, it's gonna be Temple. They're in the heart.
One of the reasons I like to ask that is because if you could pick a team from Temple, a player from Temple that you could put on next year's team, all you know what I'm saying, who would it be?
Hassan Reddick before he came out to the NFL. Another one, he plays for Buffalo. What's his the tackle from Buffalo? I wanted us to draft him so bad. What the fuck's his name? The left tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So, before we go though, what is your Mount Rushmore of Miami Dolphins? It could be player, it could be coaches, it doesn't matter who.
So I'm gonna go Zach Thomas, Jason Taylor, Ricky Williams, and that fourth one, who the fuck? Cam Wake.
Wakezilla, hell yeah.
Right there. Yep. Cam Wake.
Can't go wrong there. I think he's gonna be in the Ring of Honor soon, hopefully. Yeah. I think he should be in the Ring of Honor, if you ask me.
I didn't know he played at Penn State. That's another Penn State guy. Yeah, Deion Dawkins. That's what I'm talking about. Yep.
That's what's up, man. So, anything? If you don't mind hanging out backstage for a little bit, anything? Any final thoughts before we close this up? And once again, appreciate you. And listen, for anybody who wants to be in the blender, man, hit me up on Instagram, Facebook. If you know who I am on Facebook, message me on Twitter or Instagram. Or if you know somebody that you want to see on, I take requests because Phin-Sanity is coming on because of Lewis. Lewis made a request. So if anybody you want to see on in the blender, shout out. Let me know, man. And Phin-Sanity 5, man. I can't wait to get you in pretty soon. Coming soon. By the way, I already confirmed. I was messaging her already. We've been messaging each other. May 30th, Thursday, May 30th. Dolph Freaky will be in the blender again. Yeah, so Phin-Sanity is a must watch. Yeah, and listen,
that's gonna be.
We gotta get together and we gotta set a date. So you let me know what date you want to come on. I don't see for Phin-Sanity, and I'll make an exception for her. I don't do shows on Monday, but if she wants to come on a Monday, I'll make it happen. If she wants to come on Friday, I'll make it happen. She's the only person. Saturday, Sunday, I will let her choose her date when she wants to come on. She's the person that I would give that carte blanche to. So I really do value her and respect her. So all right, man. So what are your final thoughts, my brother? And once again, man, I am forever in your debt for doing this for me, man. This means a lot to me.
Like I said, it's an honor to be invited to the show. This is like my first time ever doing something like this on YouTube. So if I was a little nervous and it showed, I apologize.
No, you good, man. You good, man. You actually, I love the interaction between us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, same. I guess the only message I got for everybody is just we outside, bro. Stay toxic.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Shake. Yeah. Attack people's takes. Let's not make everything personal. Y'all be safe. We outside.
Hey, Andreas, I'm in your debt too, man. Listen, check out Andrevia's show too. Listen, Andrevia's he made a lot of noise, banging, whatever. Ignore that. But after that, man, Andrevia's was a great interview too, man. Listen, I appreciate all my guests, man. So, all right, man. Well, anyway, like I said, just stay backstage real quick and
okay.
Yeah, man. Fins up, everybody, and hope to see y'all next time. Oh, by the way, next week, Tuesday is Mr. Polk. Tuesday will be Mr. Polk. Y'all don't miss that, baby.
I know you heard me on the radio flexing. She loved the sound of my voice, it's the best thing. Daydreaming of the jazz all day. Pick up the phone late night with Larry K. I know you heard me on the radio flexing. She loved the sound of my voice, it's the best thing. Daydreaming of the jazz all day. Pick up the phone late night with Larry K.